Hello, Essential Oils 101. It is Megan here to talk to you guys again about another Throwaway Thursday. We're on a roll now, starting off the new year. So here we go. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I need to make more of because I'm out of it. So that was my motivation for today. And it is dry shampoo. So I don't know how many of you guys use dry shampoo. Hi friend, glad you made it. But I used to use the spray dry shampoo. And if you don't use dry shampoo, hi Sandra, I'm going to tell you why it is amazing. So if you don't want to have to wash your hair every day and you want to be able to style it and you don't want to have it looking greasy, this is where dry shampoo comes in. So most of the ones that you buy at the store are spray, kind of like an aerosol hairspray, and you spray it on and it's sort of like this powder on your hair, and so it makes it look fresh. But they contain the four main ingredients I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight are very, very toxic. So the one I will show you as a replacement is probably the easiest DIY thing that I make. So I'm going to show you guys firsthand. We're going to make it together. So why is dry shampoo, why is your scalp a really important place to cut toxins? Let's start there. Well, we know that our skin is our largest organ in our body and it absorbs all the things that we put in it, just like when we eat. Your skin absorbs about 60% of everything that you put in right into the bloodstream. So Sandra says she just took it out of her travel bag today. Well, I'm going to show you a really easy one, Sandra, to replace it with. So your scalp actually absorbs at a rate of 5 to 10 times faster than the rest of your body parts. So anything that you put on your scalp, you know, your hairspray, your hair product, shampoo, conditioner, dry shampoo, it's going to sink in 5 to 10 times faster than anywhere else in your body. So, and it's also the closest to your brain. So like the more I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, let's toss some of these things. So the toxic ingredients, the first one is talc. And I've been learning a lot more about talc now that Young Living has a makeup line and they talked about how it's talc free, and I really didn't know much about it before. But what I've learned about talc, it's TALC, is that it acts as an absorbent, so that's why it would be in a dry shampoo or makeup, because it absorbs oil. And the scary thing about it is it may contain asbestos fibers in it, so that's not good. And it also poses a risk for respiratory toxicity. So you think about the toxic stuff that when you're spraying, and also even when you're using makeup, so you're breathing it in. But the scariest part is that it's been linked to cancer in some studies. So go ahead and Google that, check it out yourself. But I've decided for me and my family, I don't want to have any products with talc in them. The second thing that most of these have, and I've yet to find a dry shampoo without it, is parabens. Parabens are a preservative, and they mimic estrogen, so they act as a potential hormone system disruptor. So women especially need to be really careful of parabens because they mimic estrogen and they can mess with our body's own ability to balance our hormones. So they're even in products that are labeled all natural or organic. So you really want to be sure that you're finding things that say paraben free. And again, remember that Young Living, none of their products have parabens, fragrance, talc, any of these things that we're talking about. So hi Norlin, glad you're here. And then the third toxic thing that's in dry shampoo is fragrance. And we've talked a lot about fragrance. Fragrance is just a generic term that they can use to put in tons of different toxins and chemicals under a trade secret. So other companies can say, well, it's just a fragrance so that company X doesn't steal my idea and try to make their own. So be really careful of fragrance. it's known in the industry as the human immune toxin. So it definitely can cause issues with your own body's ability to have a healthy immune system. And then the last one that we're going to talk about tonight is called LPG, and that stands for liquefied petroleum gas. And this is the part that makes that spray and aerosol containers have the force to come out. So it actually uses chemicals to force the product out of the container. So we've known for decades that aerosols are very harmful, excuse me, for the ozone layer. So they started using this LPG as a replacement, but it has butane and it has propane, and it's colorless and odorless. It's a colorless, odorless gas. So, what propane does is it takes the place of oxygen in your lungs. So I noticed immediately when my son, who has asthma, I do as well, but my son definitely has a more severe asthma than I do. But I used to use the dry shampoo or hairspray in my bathroom, and he would immediately start coughing. And so that was one of the first things that we tossed. But my husband used to get mad at me, and I say, "Oh, it's fine. It's not a big deal. What's the deal?" Now I realize how bad it was. I feel terrible about it, but it actually does replace the oxygen in your lungs. So that is not good for respiration. So the gases in LPG can cause headaches. Besides the lung difficulties, it can cause headaches, mood swings, and nausea. And it's bad for everyone in your environment. So you think about when you're spraying these things, you're in this little tiny bathroom, you're inhaling it. I know my dogs are right there watching me. They can be inhaling it, your kids. So I highly recommend you guys tossing that. Hi, Jill. So once you've tossed that dry shampoo, what in the heck are you gonna use? So I'm so excited about this recipe. I've been using it for a long time, and the little secret is it can actually help you cover up some of the gray too. So I got my hair done recently, so you can't see a whole lot, but I'll show you how it works. So I have a little container like this. Mine is, I know it's looking kind of sad, this label I made a while ago. It's not so fancy. I'm more like, make sure I just get it done and get it working, and my products don't always look so pretty and all the fancy labels and stuff, but you can always make it fancier. But it only has 2 ingredients and then essential oils. So the main ingredient that's gonna help to absorb the oil is cornstarch. And then if you have dark hair, if you are blonde, you can just use the cornstarch and the essential oils. If you have dark hair, you're gonna use cocoa powder and just get it to the right color that you want. And then I add tea tree oil because tea tree is great for cleaning your scalp. It's good for your hair. And but if you don't have tea tree, you can use purification. I'm actually completely out of purification right now. I cannot wait to get my purification. This is so hard for me. Only been able to get the little 1 bottle a month. So hopefully they'll start making some more because I need my purification. Hi Tammy, hi Amanda, hi Brenda. Glad you guys can make it tonight. So I use, like I said, I use tea tree. Tea tree is great for your skin and it's great for your hair. It's good for cleaning. And then I also add lavender to mine because I love the smell of lavender. It's very relaxing. It's also a great one for your hair. And so it is seriously this easy, you guys. All you're gonna do is, so I've got my little container here and I'm just adding, I wish I made this a little lower. That didn't really make sense. So I'm gonna add a spoonful here of the cornstarch. And for me, because my hair is pretty dark, I'm gonna add a spoonful of the cocoa powder. And then I am going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of lavender. And lavender's been known to help promote growth for hair as well. So for anybody that's looking for that, that's awesome. And it actually really helps your hair be nice and shiny too. And I'm also doing 5 drops of tea tree. And as I said before, you can replace that with purification if you would like. And then I am just mixing it up right now, trying to get those to blend. So for me, this is still a little bit too light. So I'm gonna add a little more cocoa powder. Again, this is gonna be totally up to how dark your hair is and what ratio you're gonna use. And it is seriously this simple, you guys. It's so, so easy. You probably have those oils already, so you just need to run out and get 2 simple things at the store. Now, when I first started the recipe that I saw, the person put it into a salt shaker, and then she added it to, she just went like this to her hair. To me, that was too messy. It was getting all over me. So what I do is I have an old makeup brush, because I have all those awesome new ones from Young Living. And all I do is I just dip it in there, and then I have the cap, which I'm trying to find here, and I just kind of tap it on there so I don't have a whole lot. And then I just put it right on my root. So you can see my hair's not super greasy right now, but you'll still see a difference. And the best part is you get to smell a little bit like chocolate too, which is not bad, except when you're trying to diet and then you're thinking about chocolate. So what I liked about this too is, like I said, when I've got some grays that are showing, it does help to cover those too. It's not like complete coverage, but it definitely helps. So if you're somebody that has a little bit of oily hair, this is great, because you could go 2 or 3 days without washing your hair. Just freshen up on those roots, and then I just style and go. Does anybody have any questions while you watch me put some cocoa powder in my hair? So just cornstarch, cocoa powder, and then your oils. And you can add other oils too if you wanted, like, to have a certain fragrance for your hair. You can do that. Totally up to you. So this will extend. I washed my hair yesterday, and today it was just starting to get a little bit greasy. So I can extend for tomorrow as well by doing this. And a lot of times what I'll do, because it helps to give it a little bit more texture too. So sometimes I'll do it like, you know, curl my hair the next day or whatever. So Fran says her gray is coming in right now, so you need some of that, huh? Hi, Sharon. So that is it for today, and you can see it doesn't look like I added anything to my hair. It just helps to reduce that look of the grease. The shine is still there. There's nothing that's toxic in there. You get rid of that whole spray thing. And Sandra, in terms of a little to put it in your travel bag, I have this little tiny container like this that I just keep a little bit in there in my travel bag, so I can use it that way. No problem, Sharon. You can go back and check it out. Oh, good. Well, you're gonna like this one, Sharon. It's dry shampoo recipe. So I hope you guys have a great day. When I hit finish on here, it will show up as a saved on our group, and then you can go back and watch it. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next week for another Throwaway Thursday. Bye.